Hey, 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 and we are live. So this is the first really kickstart in 2019. The title might be Subscriber Show January 2019. It is in fact the 1st of February. Wi-Fi was down last night, otherwise we would have done this then. So I just wanted to do something, at least to get my videos really kickstarting for this year. So I've put a little asking for questions on the Transformers YouTube community group, and so I'm going to try and answer a few questions. I do that annoying thing where you drink on video. What people, you shouldn't really drink while making videos. Lucas Allen, the Beast, says hi. Hello, Lucas. So I've got some questions. And Mato Potato is in the house. We've got some questions here from the good people of the Transformers YouTube community. Right, let's get him kicking, shall we? Stuart Rowe writes, what are you hoping for from the IDW reboots? Are there any artist writer you would like to see involved? Well, that's a big one, man. It's what am I hoping for? Mainly it's trepidations and fear. Yeah, drinking during videos is the best, mate. So. Trepidation and fear, really. That this bit won't get an angle. That's gonna OCD you. Um, Rudy Zazu as well. Good evening, young man. He says. Good evening yourself, young man. Yeah, the fear that they're going to take this new continuity that's going to be very Hasbro mandate and going to be like, you must include these figures, you must include these figures need to be characters that people will want to buy, etc., etc., etc. That's the fear. Now, James Roberts has gone on to be like one of the editors in chief of IDW from being the guy overseeing Transformers specifically, and I trust that all the goodwill and kind of the critical acclaim figuring ahead it that he's not gonna want to see his baby get trashed. So hopefully we're gonna have some good support there. I'd like to see people like Kay Zama and Alex Milne get a chance to return to doing the art. Maybe even bring back some oldies but goldies like Jeff Senior. In fact, I'm not really that on pulse on who in the comic book world is doing like really good stuff at the moment, or who particularly makes nice giant fighty robots. But so I'm not really sure about artists and writers. I do think a new continuity should be mostly finding new talent, fresh talent, people who have grown up with Transformers, people who are good at doing the, and people who are free to create their own stuff. As much as I like the old stuff, I think new means new. I fucking sound like a politician. New, stuff needs new solutions. So I think I'm quite happy for them to experiment. I know people want solid and make it back to the old school G1 for life kind of vibe, but I quite like it when they experiment. It might not be good for the sales, but being experimental, and I want them to keep the edge of being inclusive and having quite a wide appeal and being progressive. I don't want that to disappear from IDW, but I think some of the more self-indulgences and navel gazing could do it, just toning down a little bit, but I do want them to be experimental. Dave Mentz asks, do you budget for bots, and is the budget mainly dependent on just how much you love bots at the time? See, I don't know. I don't know if I budget specifically. Well, I kind of have. I get my direct debits out. I'm luckily enough to have a job that is pretty stable. I get paid. I turn up to work, I do my job, I get paid. I get paid the same day every month. The direct debits come out of the same time every month. All my bills are paid for. I have no surprises. Insurance, everything paid. No surprises, unless my lighting blows up. That was a fucker. So I tend to then have whatever set aside social life. I know how much you know, I'm very in my eating habits. I'm very kind of boring and kind of stick to the same thing. So I know exactly how much money I'm going to be spending on food. So then the rest of what's left of that is the Delafield's fun time, really. So bit of these, bit of robots. I also type like larger purchases. Some of these third party things. That's buy that on credit, and then I'll know how long the interest free that's going to last, and I know how much I can put into that every month at the beginning of the month. I know that that's paid off in time. You know, um, so yeah, I'm pretty much have everything on lockdown, budgeted, and don't really go over that. Or sometimes I'm very tempted to. Sometimes I'm like, well, I could buy some cheap beans this week, and I can get that little third party character. So it's swings and roundabouts, but mostly it depends how much I love bots at the time. Yeah, kind of. You see, I don't know if recently I've just not been buying as much, or I've not really been as engaged as much, and I don't know if that's because the IDW continuity ended, so I'm not getting that weekly, bi-weekly almost comic fix, really keeping my love for the franchise alive, or if it was just because of the big hoo-ha of having to get my electrics fixed and that taking up my budget. But I kind of not being really as engaged as much. But either way, great things are coming, I think, and we'll carry on. Anyway, 7 minute mark. Let's get going. What new toys, Transformers and otherwise, are you looking forward to get in the future? That's from our own John W. Knowles, Nosey, TF Nosey, on the YouTubes. Um, who am I looking forward to? So, I presume that this latest New York Toy Fair, which is in a couple of weeks, we're going to get the first glimpses of the fan vote deluxe Siege on Cybertron, War for Cybertron, Siege, whatever the byline's called, Impactor. So that, an official mainline Impactor, that is what I'm looking forward to. There's also, we have everything Iron Factory making this year. Iron Factory are my favourite third party company. I like the little intricate little fuckers. I can say fuckers, it's my own channel. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to all them. I've got Tarn this week, and Megatron is on his way. So that completing Skylinks from MMC, that's going to be cool. TFC are doing the Rolling Thunder Optimus Prime in camouflage colours, and it looks beautiful. And Generation Toy are doing a Sideswipe. It looks just like the G1 Sideswipe, but turns into a robotic bull. That is my jam. That's my kind of stuff that I'm excited about. Matthew Deluxe Baldwin asks, all right. Hey there, everybody, or whatever. Yeah, get on some floor time here. When is the best time to fart on a first date? He's asking for a friend. Well, a gentleman would never fart on a first date, Mr. Baldwin. Let's just say that. Unless, to cover their embarrassment, you should also promptly fart straight away. Other than that, you have to wait until they've gone to the bathroom, or you go to the bathroom, to actually let out those farts. The first fart should be saved for something special, like the first time they go down on you. Okay, Matthew Plord. I'm probably murdering you. Name them. Tomato potato, I presume. Do you collect other items other than Transformers? If so, what are they? I've got a few Marvel Legends, got a few DC figures, got a few random 80s knickknacks. It was close enough. Thank you. So I'm not sure if I collect those or if I hoard them, but yeah, I do like them. I got into kind of the Star Wars Black Series. I kind of got into the Marvel Legends for a little bit, but I think the problem is for me compared to Transformers is even though the characters are very different in superheroes, the bodies are pretty much all the same. And once you bought one figure, you've pretty much bought all of them. So it's just not as engaging as that tactical feeling you get when you get a Transformer. But they look nice. They look nice. But I'm kind of slightly moving away from that. And when I look at them on display, I'm like, oh, I could have bought all these for this much, but for a bit more, I could have not bought all of them, or bought none of them, but bought a Hot Toys figure instead. And I'm kind of that transition at the moment. I'm kind of feeling that where I'm getting sucked in by the higher end figures that look nice because it's not so much. I like playing with things. I've sort of come to a realization with Transformers that I like figures that I can just stand around and just have look nice on a shelf. But I also want to buy stuff like this from the Siege line that I can just play around with and just have scattered on a kitchen table or something like that. So just a little fiddle toy here and there, whereas I've the other high end stuff, and just have them elsewhere. Have my high end stuff to look at, to look pretty at. Where are we? Daryl Lacey. Which X-Men character is the hottest? Well, I'd say Sunspot. Maybe Phoenix. I always liked how Sunspot was drawn in the comics, just that curvy crackle all around him. But if we're taking hottest in a different context, I've always liked Boom Boom, Boomer, Meltdown, whatever you want to call her. It's got that right combination of pixie cut and trailer trash. It's yeah. And again, from Daryl, what booze and cheese based snack goes best with the '86 movie? I think the '86 movie is like lager pepperoni pizza, and it's not a refined cheese snack. You just need some just dirty takeaway pizza. It's eight is enough to pretend you're a turtle, and while sinking a few, probably some more American lager with it. Bottles of American lager and pepperoni pizza. That's your '86 movie. Next up, we have Rudy Zizou. As a fan of the Japanese continuity of Transformers, I'd like a third party to have a go at Raiden Train Books. Something you'd be interested in? Well, I don't know if I'd pay third party prices for a figure that turns into a train. I'm just not that much. I like the idea of them, I like they exist, but if I consider that my money could go on a dinosaur or a train, my money's going to go on a train. My money, Freudian slip there. Maybe I do want a train. My money will go on a dinosaur every time, a robotic dinosaur over a robotic train. So really, a decent Dino King, I'd prefer them to mix it up, do some revisions, modern it up, and actually make the inner robots look like the pretender shells, rather than looking like the Monstructor guys, because they are the same guys. But I'd like them based on the actual dinosaurs that the shells were, and make a Dino King combiner rather than getting a train guy. Yeah, sorry, I'm just not a train enthusiast. Dinosaurs. Yeah. Jason B. Morgan, the Patriot Prime. A kick up the ass. So I was saying I needed a kick up the ass to get my channel up and running for this year, because I've not really made any videos in 2019 as yet. So you're saying up the ass. So I don't know if this is vernacular or a turn of phrase that's particularly maybe more Northern English. I'm not sure what you'd say stateside instead. A kick in the ass? Kick in? What do you say? Kick in? A kick on? I don't know. Kick on the ass? Kick up? Kick oop? Or maybe pronounced oop. Kick oop the ass. That's what I need. So if you've got another variation that means the same thing, different phrasing, kick up the ass, leave it in the comments below. We'd like to know. Dave Mentz, what do other adults in your life think of a grown man loving toys the way you do? Wow. Let's get to the meat and potatoes here, shall we? Generally, most of my friends who come around here are nerds. They come around to play Dungeons and Dragons and stuff like that, so they love it. I have had friends who've come here because we've been out drinking and they know better to go, so they end up, crashing on the sofa. One of my friends never even mentioned it. He stayed over the night and did not. He never even said a word. Like, it's in my front room. My collection is all around. And didn't even mention it. It's like that's a very English thing. I'm not going to address the elephant in the room. I think my parents think I'm balmy, but they're crazy as well. Yeah, so I think other people tend to love it. I could imagine, my mum and dad came round over. Listen, I can show you photos of my friends' collections on Facebook, and believe me, this what I've got is absolutely nothing compared to some of you guys out there. Craig McCutcheon asks, do you hang your toilet roll over or under? Now here's the thing, I've got a very small bathroom. I don't have a toilet roll hanger, so my toilet roll just lives on a shelf near the toilet, sideways, so it's never over or under. When people have conversation, I'm always perplexed because I don't know what the difference, particularly what the difference is. When I go somewhere, it goes over or under. It doesn't really vex my day if it's one way or another. So yeah, let's put it sideways. Daryl Lacey, if you were a serial killer, what would be your gimmick, trademark, the thing people would remember you for? So, I don't know if it would just be terribly polite. Maybe put a post-it note on them saying, awfully sorry. Or, maybe if I had to kill people, I want to kill bad people, really. Maybe kill bad people and actually put a forged organ donor card on them. So, take out bad people so organs get to people who need them. So the organ donor murderer, or the terribly polite organ donor murderer. Awfully sorry. By the way, I put an organ donation card in your pocket because I know that somebody needs this liver better than you do. Yeah, that's probably a weak gimmick, really. Or I'd cram their mouth full of bots. Yeah, and again, Al Caffrey, what bots are you looking forward to this year? So I think I've already talked about what bots I was looking forward to. A bull sideswipe, a camouflage, Optimus Prime, Impactor, uh, Skylinks from or the other half of Skylinks from MMC, whatever Iron Factory putting out. But I think the other question also asked what other things I was looking forward to. I've not even mentioned that yet. So, and someone asking what other things I collect. So I'm not really gone fully into that. I know that 3-0 are doing a Cersei Lannister 1/6 scale. That is on my list of attention of my things that I'm planning my budget for. Going back to another question. And yeah, Patriot Parmesan arrived at the right time. We need to talk about the kick up the ass. Yeah, so Cersei Lannister. Also, we've seen a first. I've seen some official pictures, but we've got the first official pictures of the Alita Battle Angel Hot Toys figure. I think that's going to be my first Hot Toys figure. As soon as that comes up for pre-order, I am. That is absolutely looks fantastic. It looks beautiful. I like my robot anime people, and I think they've done a fantastic job of making that, realizing that both in the CGI flesh, the trailers of this movie that's coming out next week, and also in the figure that they're producing. So yeah, we'll see what that's like. I've always really liked the look of. I always call her Elite, even though I know there's more official name from the original mangas. But that Alita Battle Angel is always, or be a Battle Angel Alita. It's called Battle Angel. The film's called Alita Battle Angel. The OVA was Battle Angel Alita, and there was, I can't quite remember the original name for it. Something Gun Dreams or something it was translated as. But I think the interesting fact here, we're just going on off a tangent. When James Cameron came to adapt it, because James Cameron was originally going to do it, you may or may not know, he changed it from Battle Angel Alita to Alita Battle Angel, mostly because he only does TNA films. I think other than his first couple of movies, if you look at James Cameron's filmography, films either begin with a T or an A. Aliens, Avatar, but there's some others. But yeah, TNA's. So it renamed it Alita Battle Angel rather than Battle Angel Alita to fit within his own naming convention. There you go. Bit of a factoid for you. So yeah, that Alita Battle Angel Hot Toys figure, I think that's going to be my first one. I'm trying to think whatever else. I've got a few, some World War II like G.I. Joe scale figures that was part of a Kickstarter for that should arrive at some point this year. And also maybe some Kickstarter G.I. Joe scale horses. But other than that, I think looking forward to is getting a couple of the outside of Transformers is Cersei Lannister and Alita Battle Angel. So we're going to have a very eclectic collection. Anyway, we've been droning on. It's Friday night. Just having a little beer while we chat to you. Hope you enjoyed this. If you have any questions for the next little rendition of the subscriber show, which will hopefully be the February version, which may even record in actual February. Have you ever thought how weird February is spelt? You can like, comment, subscribe. You should probably already be subscribed if you're watching the subscriber show. Just saying. Or you can unsubscribe and have no more of this nonsense. Thumbs up, down, you can't put them sideways on YouTube. Until then, Farewell, Google Plus. If Google Plus is gone, can we have video responses back? Anyway, farewell, anon. There's a way I end these, isn't there? Until the next time, be excellent to each other. Party on, dudes. And because I think you deserve this for getting to this stage, we're going to give the older... I'll go with the left. Bestow! Fisto!